Okay. Guys, we are live. I'm pretty sure we are live right now. I'm just going to the YouTube to make sure. And let's see. Yeah, we good to go, man. Yo, man, thank you. Everybody, listen, welcome back to Debatable.
It's debatable.
And we got your host, man. Everybody introduce themselves, man.
Man, this is Denta Ray A. What's good?
Authentic, you there?
I'm here. It's authentic.
And
Definitely the plug that you definitely need to know.
that's what's up. And we got a special guest today.
Man, special guest, bro.
Man, we got MC Delight Stetsasonic in the building.
You know what I'm talking about? Where the claps are at? Where the
Round of
claps
applause. Round of applause.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, that's the fabric of hip hop. To let y'all know, for those that don't know, I know there's a lot of what they call that Gen Zs on here. Or, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you guys just don't have a clue what Stetsasonic means for hip hop. Like, you know, they've done monumental achievements. They've been around since the day ones of hip hop, and they're still here to stay. We got a snippet of new music that they got, and today we're just gonna be talking about, you know, certain things that's accepted in hip hop and certain things that's not accepted in hip hop. But without further ado, we got MC Delight from Stetsasonic. What's going on, big bro?
Yeah. In the building, no doubt. Shout out to my crew. You know, the Chief O'Dad, you know, Wise, Lito Bugatti, of course, Bobby Simmons, Prince Paul, and we you know, hey, you know, I'm representing my crew. We are known as the original hip hop band, straight out of Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
And so I'm here. Let's get it on and pop.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm excited because we got Brooklyn, New York in the building. Then we got, you know, we like to call ourselves the sixth borough, man. Jersey City is in the building because Authentic is from Jersey City. Chilltown, you know what I'm saying, to be exact. I'm also from Chilltown. But man, listen, MC Delight, man, I just want to say, man, like, you know, we were just listening to the Africa song, Africa. Y'all.
Well, the opportunity to make a record of such came to us, and because we were looking at the situation, you know, abroad of what's happening, and we decided to give out 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? And the Africa record that featured Reverend Jesse Jackson,
Right.
at that time, as well as the renowned African drummer Obai Otunje, and to have an opportunity to work with those individuals and do something that, as we put the record out, actually it became part of the classroom discussions over in Africa, part of their curriculum.
Wow.
And that was real cool for us to do it. 'Cause, you know, as a group and as a band, we always had been, you know, conscious of certain things, and it was just us stepping up to the plate. You know, hip hop is all about braggadocio and having fun with, you know, with the lyrics, and then the culture of graffiti and the break dancing and all the things that are associated with hip hop. So one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to make a record of a deeper significance, and that was our opportunity at that moment, at that time.
Incredible, man. Incredible, because the funny thing is I was looking at, one time, you know how we jump on Clubhouse. You and I, we've been in a couple of Clubhouse groups. And we've never been in any of them that have been derogatory when it comes to like African Americans in Africa. But me, and this is my personal opinion, right? My personal opinion is that there's like government officials involved in trying to create that wedge between Africa and African Americans. And because I remember one time being in a group, and this guy from South Africa, he jumps in and he starts asking about, well, why, are Black Americans this way, that way, this, and I'm like, dang, man. And then and of course at the time I didn't think to bring up, how we were connecting the dots back then, it was really one. We was recognizing ourselves as being one. And it's like, that song, now I'm able to be able to, now that, recapping it, for this conversation and things like that. Now I'm like, okay, when I have these conversations again with these people, that don't know, like, because whatever the mindset of the people I guess they got this thing called ADOS or whatever. I don't even know what it stands for, but it's basically African Americans saying that they don't connect with Africa. You know what I'm talking about? So I love this song because I'm able to now be able to say, yo, look, that's whatever they saying, that's not the consensus. The consensus is this. You know what I'm saying? And look at how we were in, I'm talking about, what's the word? Unified in that struggle at the time.
Yeah. One thing about that is that cause I've been in the rooms when they be trying to dust off, I mean, like put away the Africans, like bury them 6 feet under, to the point to where the narrative is, which is a narrative that can be challenged. They want to say that that the African slave trade happened because of the African. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, because we look at the history, and the history starts to become important. And one thing, I love what Dr. Amos Wilson had wrote when he talked about the importance of understanding history, and to be misinformed about history, for history to be manipulated, that it can lead towards a manipulation of consciousness. And once you have that manipulated consciousness, then that leads to manipulated possibilities, which leads to manipulated power. You know what I'm saying? So it's that misinformation about us, about our origin, people not going back far enough to see exactly what actually took place. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many things historically that had taken place as far as what changed and got manipulated and changed the consciousness of Africa even then, back then, because they were conquered. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And their language, was also changed, and you can hear it in the way they speak. Even their religion was changed, and so forth and so on. By way of the Arab slave trade and so forth and so on. So there's a lot of things that has happened historically that quite a few, or it's becoming a narrative now that our people are attaching themselves to, and that is the disassociation with Africa, and it's a shame because they really don't have a clear understanding on the history of Africa in that way, because they look at Africans today and say, hey, they're living the African culture. When no, the African culture got changed
Right.
point blank.
Wow.
Because of the not only the integration, but also because of the gentrification. You know what I'm saying? Within Africa itself, and the control that was taken over uh, by Europe, from places like Belgium and Portugal and Spain and the British, Germany, all those Denmark, all those different places. You know what I'm saying? They came and they attacked. You know what I'm saying? Africa, and it changed, or it manipulated the consciousness of Africa to whereas Africa is not exactly where it should be today. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a lot of what I call misinformation that's out there about Africa itself, especially here in America. You
Wow.
know,
Wow.
but they peddling that.
That's heavy. I want to let the public that's listening, if y'all don't know who's on the phone with us today, is MC Delight from Stetsasonic, and I want to be the first to say that when I was young coming up, I mean you brought these countries to my mind with the Africa song, and you brought this thought process to my mind that I didn't have a clue about apartheid.
Right.
Like I didn't have a clue to the degree where it was all you couldn't wear Reeboks in the neighborhood that I was from. Like the neighborhood I grew up in, it wasn't cool to wear Reeboks around the same time when the Africa song came out. And I applaud you guys for that, because during that time, you really taught us a lot with a 3-minute song. And that 3-minute song just was so heavy. And just to put things in proper context for those that don't understand what we're talking about, during this time of apartheid, right, us as a people growing up in the inner cities, dealing with crack epidemics and everything else, we didn't know how similar our state of being was and is to South Africa. Whereas for us, you'll call it the civil rights and Jim Crow, but for them is apartheid. When they came to the Dutch, the Dutch and the Europeans that came to South Africa and took the land over there, is synonymous to how they took us from Africa and brought us to America, and then we grew up through these different time zones from the 1800s, 1700s, 1800s, 1900s, and then around the 1900s, mid 1900s, we're going through civil rights and everything else, and the same type of treatment that was going on with us in the United States is the same treatment that was going on in South Africa for the South Africans during apartheid in that time, where they were treated like less than a human being. So for us, it was what is it called, Jim Crow, civil rights. For them was the apartheid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's a direct correlation to how we were treating during the same time zone. So it's heavy, because when Stetsasonic brought this song to us, and how they made us understand that this is the same thing that's going on over here is going on over there, and we got to rise up and help them over there while we're in America. Right. And we did, because we impact what? Their pockets by not buying Reeboks, by being on. Back then there was no social media, but our voice was still heard on a large scale by way of these brothers, Stetsasonic. So I really applaud you guys for that, man, in a major way.
No doubt. Appreciate it. We're just here to do our job. That's all. Help out.
Yeah, no, that's 100%, man. So now it's like turn the page, man. You know, was this 30, 40 years later, man?
Right.
Africa is now, you know what I'm saying, leading the charge in music.
Right.
So it's definitely interesting, but it's important that we bridge that gap and show that, look, that, you know, this connection has always been there, you know, and that we definitely got to recognize, man, they're gonna implant things to try to keep that thing divided, man. The same way, you know, we divided as Africans in America, they're gonna want to divide us internationally. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
But yeah, man. But so, you know, we also want to get ahead and talk a little bit about what Stetsasonic is up to these days, man. Because then Tut let me hear some music just now, man. Whoo, man. Listen, man. My brother, yo, listen, that's some fire right there, man. I don't know, is it okay to feature any of that content while we on this broadcast right now?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Of what I sent you, yeah, you can feature it. Although we just mastered the records itself, but what you had is just a copy that I had. You know, and I just sent to you. But yeah, you can, you know, and I don't have the mastered ones yet. So, but yeah, you can actually feature those right now of what I just sent y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's no problem. You know.
Definitely. So, well, you know, before I do, so can you tell us a little bit, like, you know, about you know, what's your inspiration these days when it comes to making music? I definitely saw that, you know, your technique, you know, every MC in there was still, you know, tapping that, you know, lyricism button, you know, that really isn't even being tapped these days, man. Like, you know, so because it's not happening like that, people are not rapping like they used to rap or MCing like they used to MC, you know, what's your inspiration?
Our inspiration is based upon the fact that I guess our ages, to be a group that's plus 50, some of us is older, you know what I'm saying, and to show that even in that time, I'll say a rhyme. Like my man Chaos one that said, 50 years down the line, you can start this and we'll be the old school artists. You know what I'm saying? And even in that time, we'll be able to say that rhyme and make and create a song that would be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Just making relevant music and leading the path so that some of the younger artists that are younger than us, they know that they can still carry on and make valuable music even in their later years. Much like how you would view the Isley Brothers or
exactly.
the Temptations and a lot of other different bands and groups. You know what I'm saying? As they come of an elder age, you know what I'm saying, that they could still go out there and make music. I mean, we're not, you know, rap is not a sport, you know, so we don't have to worry about, you know, becoming injured, you know what I'm saying, unless your lungs get injured or whatever the case may be. But we don't have to rely on our athleticism, you know what I'm saying, to lead us, you know, to a touchdown or to making a basket or to hitting a baseball or whatever, or kicking a ball in soccer. You know, we don't have to use that, you know what I'm saying. And plus you have Eurocentric groups, or European groups, not Eurocentric, but European groups, such as the Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, he still records, you know what I'm saying. A lot of those older Europeans can go on and continue to be rewarded for their recordings, even late, later on in their years and so forth and so on. And we just like to set that type of precedence uh, um, with hip hop, because hip hop is going to become a little bit more older than 50 years. We'll be 75, we'll be 100. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? So, uh, placing ourselves in a position whereas we can make valuable music is what's important, and that's our inspiration. To make valuable music, to refertilize
Hey.
the game and let people know that, hey, you know the Canes and the Rakims, we can all still make music. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So
It, it,
uh, that and that's what makes it. That's what enriches the culture, because you have your youngs, your middle, and then you have your elders. You know what I'm saying,
mm-hmm.
on the entertainment side of the hip hop culture. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So that becomes an important symbol for our culture, because you won't survive if you don't have elders, because the gender would not be able to continue on, because it would have forgotten where it came from. And that's bottom line.
That's 100%. That's 100%. So let's drop this one right here, man, real quick. Let me see if it's. Let me see. Like, okay, make sure y'all can hear it too. Okay, let's see. Y'all hear that, right? Did y'all hear that? Did that come in?
I heard it.
Hey, MC Delight, Jamal, did y'all hear that just now? Let me.
Nah, I didn't
I
hear
didn't
it.
hear it.
See Doc again.
Did y'all hear that?
I can hear something in the
I can hear it a little
background.
bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Let's make sure this is on right. Okay, bunk, 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 bunk. All right, let me see. Okay, and another question I have. Okay, so while we do that, while I make sure I got the preferences right to play the music, because you made me think about something just now. Of course, MC War is a battle rap platform, and the show is debatable. So we definitely talk about the competitive aspect. So you said that rapping is not a physical sport, but we do recognize it as being a mental sport. And I would love to hear, what was it like coming up for you? Was it a situation where you had to battle to let people know, like, yo, I'm nice, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn, this who I am. Did y'all have to go through that as well during your time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you understand this, that um, I was not born in Brooklyn. I was born in Queens. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But part of my life, um, and especially the later part of my early days, uh, was lived in Brooklyn. But bottom line, before then, I had people. I don't know if you ever heard of the Infinity Machine. You ever heard of the Infinity Machine? Any of y'all? You might not,
Nah.
because okay. Well, those are some of the early um, pioneers when it came down to equipment and jamming and giving parties and so
Wow.
forth and so on. This was out there in South Jamaica, or South Jamaica, Queens, or South Long Zone Park, Queens, and and so there is a rich culture that had developed from the boroughs. You know what I'm saying? That depicted the game and made a way, whereas it will begin to sprout out and grow from those points. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to a lot of those older, the generation that came right before us, before we began to grow in the game and stuff like that. like your Grandmaster Melly Mel's, and the Furious Five, your Flash, your Bambatas, your Cool Hertz, you know what I'm saying? Your Crash Crews, your Funky Four Plus Ones, your Treacherous Threes, you know what I'm saying? Your um, Fearless Fours and so forth and so on. A lot of the pioneering groups, Fantastic Five, a lot
I'm gonna
of
play it
the
just in case it sounds
pioneering
distorted.
groups,
Just play
Cold
it.
Crush,
'Cause-
I gotta make
yeah.
mention of them also. But a lot of your pioneering groups at that particular time and at that particular date began to set the stage for the coming into view of this culture that they call hip hop, you know. And so when it came down to the battles, those battles at that time was by groups. You know what I'm
Got it.
saying?
Got it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that was the early origin. So it wasn't so much of a individual thing, except for if you had to really prove yourself within a cipher or whatever the case may be. And then that's where that came out, you know what I'm saying, in regards to just proving yourself within a cipher that you was able to kick rhymes or whatever the case may be. You
That's
know, but in the beginning, when it came down to the battle was dealing with groups. You know what I'm saying? Like Crash Crew, Fantastic Five, Grandmaster, a Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five. A lot of those groups came through uh, um, that period of entertaining people and doing little battles here and there, and that was a treat at places like the rooftop and you can go into the Autobahn and you know what I'm saying and Harlem World and other different places around the city.
crazy, crazy, crazy. So, let me ask you this, because definitely I know now that you say that, of course, I think of Wild Style. Obviously I was like maybe 5 years old during those times, so I really didn't know what was going on. But obviously I seen Wild Style, I seen them, and I heard that was like a reenactment of something that happened in the Roxy's or one of the clubs. Then I also, a friend of mine put me on to some years ago, Treacherous 3 and Run DMC on a show called Graffiti Rock. And it was like, was it like a 2-on-2? I think it was either like I guess it was like a 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 battle. It was really dope. So now I get it, because I never really even knew that, what you just broke down. But then when now I go back into the content that is available for us to go back and see, it is groups more than it is like one-on-one. But now,
Right.
another question I got about that too, because now I don't know if you watch battle rap nowadays, but a lot of battle rap is done a cappella, without a beat versus with the beat. Are you following? Do you watch any of that content? And what's your thoughts on, guys battling on beat versus off beat or versus a cappella?
Yeah, there are different clubs around that whole spectrum of the battle rap scene. Um, um, the one that I sometimes view is the proving grounds that goes into what's my man's name?
Smack.
Smack.
Yeah,
Yeah, Smack.
That's crazy. You said Proving Grounds, man. Shouts out to North. Shout out to Smack URL.
Yeah, URL and a lot of those leagues that they have, which it's how like they have the poetry readings, but they don't be balanced.
Exactly.
You just go up there and you have your poetry reading, but in these set battles with most of the time no music at all, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty much like those poetry readings and stuff, where they're more physical in the fact that you have two guys that squares off and tries to win the crowd over,
So you
or
say,
say the best lyrics.
so are you saying
That
are you
they
saying
could possibly say.
are you saying that they're more theatric?
There's a poetry slam, is what it sounds like.
No,
That
no.
sounds like a poetry slam. The description. But go ahead,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it's
But you
almost
said-
like a poetry slam.
Okay.
Because the poetry slams came before those rap battles. You know what I'm saying? So so coming out of growing out of that particular culture that used to happen from different neighborhoods around the country, you know what I'm saying? Now you had the battle rap, which as far as individuals, the first one pretty much was Kumo D. At least the more prominent one was Kumo D versus Busy B. You know what I'm saying? And
So that was the first-
was one of the first ones.
So that was the
And
first
then
official battle.
Right. And then as you go along, just to document, for the documentation of the history of that, when you had what they call the new music seminars, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They had the DJ and the rap battles, now they doing the DJ battles, they giving away $1 million. So this thing has come
Crazy.
this thing has come full circle.
Full
man.
circle.
They giving the winner got $1 million. I'm like, what?
Crazy. A DJ battle?
A DJ battle.
Wow.
Next level.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Because man, it's definitely a celebration of our culture, content creation, creativity, and what we carved out of nothing. Because what you guys, what you part of is, y'all are part of creating something out of nothing, man.
Hey, yo, and with that being said, I want to go ahead and like they say in Clubhouse, reset the room, because this is like monumental.
Facts.
For the 50 years of hip hop. This is debatable, and we got Authentic on here. We got Sakar Aha on here, and myself, I'm Dentut Ray. And today's guest is not the one of the many, which is the Stetsasonic. Was it the member of the group is five? Is 5 of y'all or 6?
We started off as 7.
Wow.
Right now, presently, there is 5 of us, and we are still the original hip hop band.
Crazy.
The original hip hop band. And what I peeped about you guys with that Africa video, you guys was using the green screen back then. Before green screen became popular right now in 2023, you guys was utilizing the green screen back then, which is crazy. Cause as a little dude, I didn't even understand what was really going on. But when I would see y'all rapping and behind y'all had that's crazy. But yeah, I want to let y'all know we got MC Delight on here, and he's taking us through a history which is incredible for the 50 years of hip hop.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We getting context and content that you wouldn't usually get on a normal day. You know what I'm saying? This is not no microwave. We're giving you a nice home cooked, you know what I'm saying, seasoning with sazon, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can know what's really, really going on, where it came from. You got to know where it came from so you can know where you're going.
Exactly.
All right? And it's debatable.
That's a fact. And I'm glad this, it's crazy that what he just said, MC Delight, he said reset the room, like they saying Clubhouse. But I feel like the 50 years of hip hop also reset the conversation and kind of reset the culture too. Because think about it.
Wow.
Come on now. Like, because now you got Melly Mel battling Eminem, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, his video, his YouTube short got 1 million views.
He had to let him know.
You know what I'm talking about? His YouTube short got Melly Mel got 1 million views. So I'm just saying,
that's crazy.
This is, and now guess what? Everybody's ears are open to hear what MC Delight has to say,
right?
To hear what KRS-One has to say. You get what I'm talking about?
Facts,
and it's needed, because that's that disconnect that, when you don't have the advice and counsel of your elders, you know what I mean, in your community, you are not able to move forward in leaps and bounds, and that's all kind of, and if you kind of see what's happening in Africa, even though like your conversation earlier, MC Delight, you were pointing out how, you know, a lot of what took place, you know, it set off the trajectory of where Africa should be right now, right? You know, but I do want to say the leaps and bounds it is taking, at least right now, is because if you look at their leadership, a lot of times it's the elders, man. Look at Robert Mugabe, right? You know, I know a lot of people didn't like what he had to say, but I did. I thought he said a lot of, you know, important information. Look at was it the brother? I think it was Wade was the last name for Senegal. Dude was up into his 90s, leading. You know what I'm talking about? And look, and now Senegal is one of those countries that are ahead of the curve when it comes to Africa. So, I mean, I'm bringing all of that full circle to talk about the importance of the wisdom that comes from, you know, our elders that laid the foundation for where hip hop is right now.
Incredible. Hey, yo, Mo, Authentic, what's going on, man?
Shit, ain't nothing. Just getting just absorbing all this knowledge that y'all dropped.
I figured that. I was like, I ain't even gonna because if he want to say something, he want to say, because I'm trying to listen too, more than talk. But I know, we can't put the whole thing on MC Delight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know,
but it's incredible, man. It's incredible for real.
So I know we got to do some talking, but believe me, I want to do more listening than speaking. But everything that you said also about the poetry slam, it's crazy that and I'm glad we didn't lead it. We just let you, we asked you, we just put a flat question, but that we've had that same thought process on when of what our view on current battle rap, you know. So when we organize battles, we do it over beats because, you know, I came up in the 90s, you know, so when I was MCing, you know, it was like, look, Cass would throw on the beat and you had to perform, period. It wasn't like, yo, no, hold up, cut the beat off. Nobody was hearing that. 1, 2, you know what I mean? You couldn't even select your beat. You know what I mean? Let alone tell him to turn the beat off. You know what I mean? The DJ was a part of the whole process. So, you know, so he threw the beat on and you had to perform on that beat. And I feel like the acapella is a little bit easier. I'm saying what they do, not everybody could do. That's 100%. Not everybody could do what they're doing in battle rap these days when it comes to acapella. You know, your what they call them, your Mount Rushmores. You know, all of the guys that's able to memorize, you know what I mean, go onto the stage and perform their content. Not everybody can do it. Just like not everybody can do what those brothers do on the poetry slam either. You know what I'm talking about? Even though the cadence or the way they carry, you know what I'm talking about? The way, you know, the tones and intonations they use is different, but yet it's still not that, it's not easy what they're doing. Yet to do that and stay within the beat, the drum and the snare is not an easy thing to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, and again, you know what? For me, I must say, you know, it's for the day and time that we in. You know, a lot of people don't know about the poetry slams and how they used to get busy in certain places. So this version of battle rap, what we getting is an art form that's because I think they've taken it to a whole nother degree with the theatrics. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I got a gun this big. You know what I'm saying? I shot you this many times, and being able to be so theatric and be able to orchestrate what you'll do to a person while you rapping is dope. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to rapping on a beat and still be able to create that imagery, it's that's when you don't took it to a whole nother peak. Like one of the productions that we did actually K-Shine versus Math Hoffa. K-Shine was able to make you see what he was saying in a theatric mode while being over a boom bap. And I think Goods did that with us as well with battling against Arsenal. And you know, and I just like the fact that we have the opportunity to bring that to the fan as well, because you're able to see it being done without the boom bap, but then you are able to see certain artists do that with the actual, you know, the percussion, the snares, and things of that nature. And by being able to hear that, you know, it's just a whole other experience. It's a whole other vibe. You know what I mean? That you're able to get to hear. You know, so definitely.
Yeah. And with that,
and let me just add to it, because you know, in the poetry slam, you're able to shape, because there's no music there neither, but you're able to dramatize and shape your presentation in the same way in which the battle rappers, you know what I'm saying, when they're facing one another, they're able to shape and mold their presentation. You know what I'm saying? So it's much like, you know, their narration uh, becomes a form of entertainment by way of the wizardry of their word scholar of their scholarship or their wordplay and so forth and so on, and it's kind of unique.
It really is though. It's definitely entertaining. That's 100. That's 100%, 100%.
Facts.
And with that, I want to go ahead and drop this. Here we go again. Stetsasonic, bro. I want to say, yo, this joint right here, timeless. Everything you said about your inspiration when I asked you that. Let me just play this. Let me play it. You guys, because I don't know if y'all on your phone or your laptop. MC Delight and Authentic, but I was checking. It does sound good, so I'm gonna go ahead and rock it, at least like a snippet of it, because I know this is something that you guys are gonna release. You know what I mean? So yeah, with no further ado,
ado,
let me drop this real quick.
Stetsasonic, y'all.
See y'all again.
Yeah.
Stetsasonic. Here we go again. Unique, got ebb and flow, now river. Old school like Melly Mel, but not bitter. I'm from a band of dues paid and honor owed. Try test suite, you get a bloody nose. Dance floor packed, everybody came. Oceanside to Pembroke Pines to Fort Wayne. We at it again, the band played on. Bobby Simmons on the drums, so the kick's strong. New era, but I ain't talking snapbacks. The lines around the corner, you would think that cracks back. I told the light, yo man, you really picked a banger. We bout to fly, so we probably gonna need a hanger. Pretty women came too with they pretty fits. Stetsasonic like the youngins say the party's lit. We really do this, and while you at it, tell a friend. Beginning to the end.
To let you know again, coming back to take out any foe again. Bobby Paul Delight, me and Daddy O again. Combinating so you all see another show again. Yo again, you're reaping what you're gonna sow again. So forget about the job, cause you're gonna blow again. If you wanna come for seconds, then we gonna throw again. Oh again, tag a toe again, another John Doe again. 6 feet under, an all-time low again. Status quo, cause your career won't
So
go
Carl, I don't
again.
know if,
You
you,
can rewind
if
and
you're
play the
trying
song
to play it.
slow-mo
I
again.
know I'm not hearing it.
You're not hearing it? Uh-oh.
No.
'Cause y'all don't hear it at all.
No.
Crazy. Man, me over here, Dentet over here. We
jamming.
over here swimming to the joint right now. Like, my
Yo.
man, we over here swimming. That's why I was telling Dentet, I told him, I said, you know what, maybe we shouldn't, cause I didn't get a chance. We tested the mics, but I didn't get a chance to test the song. Yo, let me tell you something. That joint is incredible. Yo, listen, man. We'll go ahead and make sure we get the technical difficulties handled next time, man.
Oh, my goodness.
And we'll drop it on the next show.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to play from my computer, man. Hold on.
Okay, let's see.
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah,
what
you're gonna
happens.
have to play that.
Yo, my man,
listen,
I'm trying
listen.
to tell you something.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Yo, it's a breath
Jamal.
of fresh air, bro.
Jamal.
Like, wow.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, there you go. Unmute your Facebook.
Can y'all hear it?
I can.
I can hear a little something.
Yo, hold up. Unmute your I'll put it close to this.
Okay, you almost had it.
Okay, where we at? Hold on, where we at? You am I coming out of your mic just now? You might have it. You might be playing it right now. Okay, so we just coming up to it right now. I don't know where. I think Denzel has the YouTube playing at the same time as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm just too excited, man. This jump right here. It's super dope. Yo, hold on, y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, that sounded right. Okay. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's low, but I can
Definitely can
hear it.
hear it.
Now ebb and flow, now river. Old school like Melly Mel, but not bitter. I'm from a band of dues paid and honor owed. Try test me.
There you go.
Get a bloody nose. Dance floor packed, everybody came. Oceanside to Pembroke Pines to Fort Wayne. We had it again, the band played on. Bobby Simmons on the drums, so the kick's strong. New era, but I ain't talking snapbacks. The lines around the corner, you would think that crack's back. I told the light, yo man, you really beat the bank. We bout to fly, so we probably gonna need a hanger. Pretty women came too with their pretty fits. Stetsasonic like the youngins say the party's lit. We really do this, and while you at it, tell a friend. Beginning to the end.
Stetsasonic, here we go again. Start the flow again to let you know again. Coming back to take out any foe again. Bobby Paul Delight, me and Daddy O again. Combinating so you all see another show again. Yo again, you're reaping what you're gonna sow again. So forget about the job, cause you're gonna blow again. If you wanna come for seconds, then we gonna throw again. Oh again, tag a toe again, another John Doe again. 6 feet under, an all-time low again. Status quo, cause your career won't go again. You can rewind and play the song in slow-mo again. I'ma remind the Stetsasonic, here we go again.
Crazy.
Now we make matter move, that's what we do. Snatching them elements, causing deja vu. Said Jay-Z, raps about discovery. So my rhyme gun is accurate, right? Our scenery, yo, would it be a different type of mastery to captivate and procreate another symphony? We dig in to dig out, to create a new lane. Like fly wide with design, your taste buds have been changed. They say experience for sure, the best teacher. I pray and pray, hey man, that I can reach you. Either spare the rider like a panic, I'll beat you. It's all love and life, but with stress, now that'll eat you. So let's go, let it go, let's party some more. To all my ladies and OGs, time to hit the floor. The fast cars, the big money, plus a set encore. You know what goes around comes around.
Yo. Classic, classic, bro. Classic.
I'm just saying, like, yo, for real. The way that make me feel, is like how I used to feel about music, like hip hop, coming up as a child.
Facts.
And how Afro beats make me feel like right now. So it's like something about that, because when I used to go to the block parties, you know, I used to, you know what I mean, whether it was summertime, and then summertime was before with Will Smith was a lot newer, but then when they would play the you know what I mean, was that the joints, like, you know, from Before I Let Go, you know what I'm saying, all these different songs that, like, you know, the block party hits, it just made you feel good. And then this, when I just heard this just now from Stetsasonic, it made me feel, it brought me back to that memory of feeling really good. So that's like
100%.
a feel good sound right there. That's how I feel when I listen to Afrobeats nowadays. Afrobeats nowadays make me feel like that when I was coming up. So, man, I commend y'all, man. Y'all, it's like that's like, what is it? A timeless. That's a timeless joint right there, bro.
That's it right there, bro.
Wow.
That's it, bro. That's it. 100%.
Here
man.
we go again.
Yeah, for real.
Wow.
For real, man.
Wow.
And it's like, you know, I need that, bro. I need that, bro. So please, you'll keep us tapped in on the releases and everything on that right there, man, because everything you said is 100%, man. That's something I could listen to, man. It's so hard to listen to the music because it puts you in such a tense state. You know what I mean? That's how I want to feel.
That's how I want to feel.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, the album is going to be released in 2024. We're trying to make everything, being that we are, we are the ones that's releasing the stuff. We're trying to make everything sort of like coordinated with that the releasing or the playing of our documentary about us as Stetsasonic.
Wow.
Which will be airing, I guess sometime in, I got to give you I don't have the exact date, but sometime in February or March, TV1.
Oh, wow.
is going to release our Unsung documentary. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to make the album and everything line up all at that time and stuff like that. So we are releasing singles from the album presently right now. We just got finished mastering. I don't have a copy of the master copy yet, but that will be coming. But I wanted y'all to hear just some of the cuts that will be coming off for the album and stuff like that. So I sent then to some of the cuts, and you can play those. You know what I'm saying? Because some of those singles we have released already.
Dope.
And they all have videos right now. So that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make our presence felt. We working. The name of the album is Here We Go Again.
Dope.
That is the title track of the album. Here We Go Again. And then we're gonna have another follow-up album after that called Stet, As Hard As We Want to Be. You know what I'm saying? Just in case people say, hey, y'all wasn't street enough. Okay, here we come. we prepared for everything.
Word. This is incredible. So let me ask you this.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, okay.
It's a hold on one second. Echo coming on our side. You could just close that out and just come right through here. End right there. Leave. Okay. There we go.
Hello?
There you go.
All right, cool. All right, so this is the question I got for you right now, MC Delight. Now, when it comes to battle rap, going back to that again, in your day, in the heyday of the golden era of hip hop, was it cool to say you battled somebody and never battled that person and basically said, yeah, I battled him and I won, I beat that person, and what was the ramifications? What did that look like back in those days?
Oh, I think he got his phone muted. Did we mute? Did he? He got it. MC Delight, that question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted. I was talking and my phone.
I know.
Was
I do that all the time.
Okay. What I was saying was that I don't remember an incident or I don't recollect an incident actually like that actually taking place. Now, there may have been a battle, and one guy would say that he won, and then the other guy would say that he won.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And therefore you can go to the people who are witnesses to that battle and try to get a unbiased opinion on what had actually happened during that time. You know what I'm saying? Of who probably have won that battle. But otherwise, I don't really recollect a situation as such. You know what I'm saying? So I know Memphis. I know Memphis Bleak. And whether he's telling the truth or not, you know what I'm saying? I can't call it because I wasn't even there. That's number one. And I'm only speaking about what I know of that happened in the past when something like that, it wasn't even like that, but when maybe somebody who had actually battled somebody, you know what I'm saying? Me and so we battled, da, 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 this, that, and other. Then you go to the people who was at the battle at that time, and then you try to get the story from there. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. You know what I'm saying? Because Memphis, both of them guys, Shaheem and Memphis Bleak, they both good people. Memphis Bleak give us a lot of support. He comes out to a lot of our shows. You know what I'm saying? Give us that support. You know, so it's kind of cool.
That's what's up.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing. All I'm saying is.
Echo.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where it's coming from.
Is it all right?
I think he said no. I think he said he never heard that before. So I think his answer would be no on that. I mean, you know, and again, we not nothing but love to Memphis Bleak. You know what I mean? I definitely, we got love. We just talking about this whole battle. The whole thing is, he said he battled Shaheem. Shaheem said it never happened. You know what I mean? His boots had never been smoked. According to Shaheem, his boots never been smoked. So, you know, so we just trying to settle it amicably.
Now, the battle never happened. Period. That's what
Shaheem is saying. Yeah, he said it never happened.
Wow.
So for me, as a enthusiast,
Right.
I just want to be able to make sure I set the record straight.
Right.
So I want to be able to ask everyone from the era within the